breakthrough is embedded in the boring. There's a story behind that. This is your daily message from Chad number 786 to upgrade your mental game today by telling yourself a better story, because the most important story you hear is the story you tell yourself. And this message is dedicated to my mom, Teresa Smith, on her birthday. And this is a big one. I won't divulge family secrets, though. Happy birthday, Mom. There was a vignette told about Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Kobe was at a basketball camp with his 12-year-old daughter. He was exasperated by what he saw as fancy, complicated concepts being taught. He called Jordan and asked what he was practicing at 12. Jordan said, "Man, I was playing baseball." The point being, the greatest basketball player to ever play the game had not started playing basketball, yet kids are introduced to flashy moves and complex plays instead of the fundamentals. What's fascinating is how many people miss this. As Kobe Bryant observed near the end of his career, fundamentals aren't really fundamentals anymore. It's to the point where if you know the basics, you have an advantage over the majority of players. This applies directly to business and life. Most people don't actually understand the fundamentals of their craft, giving those who do a significant edge. Michael Jordan saw this when he participated in the Olympics. He was anticipating learning from the greats. What he experienced were players who relied on their talents but no respect for the fundamentals. Jordan was surprised to learn how lazy many of his Olympic teammates were about practice. Jordan said these players were, quote, deceiving themselves about what the game required, end quote. Embracing the boring and repeating the basics is perhaps the most underappreciated competitive advantage in both business and life. A pattern appears across centuries and industries. The most successful people are often those who take simple ideas and execute them with relentless consistency. Charlie Munger captures this perfectly when he says, "There's an old two-part rule that works wonders. Take a simple, basic idea and take it very seriously." This principle is so fundamental that it's printed on the back of poor Charlie's almanac. The power lies not in complexity, but in the depth of understanding and consistency of application. He distills this down to what he calls the fundamental algorithm of life. Repeat what works. This sounds almost insultingly simple, yet it's precisely what builds empires. The better story to tell yourself is, I repeat what works. The boring basics are boring precisely because they work. They're time-tested, proven principles that don't promise overnight success, but deliver compound returns over months, years, and decades. While others chase the latest fad or complicated strategy, those who embrace the boring build lasting success through patient repetition and deep mastery of fundamentals. Tell me a story of repetition being the mother of all skill and learning to fromchadsmith@gmail.com. You can always leave a comment on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. You can download my book, The Most Powerful Story in the World, by going to fromchad.gumroad.com. The transcript of this message and hundreds of others are always available at www.fromchad.com.